having my way. She asking why my gun always in my pants. Montclair my coat when I walk around with these bands. Niggas be hoes in real life, they be fans. Dump through these bands, bitch I'm the man. Fuck around and blow it back, put diamond on her hand. She make hoes upset, she got me as her man. New chains and a new watch, can't even hold on my hand. Niggas rap about spinning bucks, but ain't get back for they mans. Ain't what the fuckery. I been getting money, having motion, now she fuck with me. Hoes be on my dick everywhere I go, but they don't fuck with free. I been selling shows, I hit the road, you niggas can't fuck with me. Can't be fucking with no basic bitch, cause that shit ain't my type. I be mad as hell, I boo the bitch, she do the shit on like. She puts on the net, that shit ain't easy. Hit that shit like twice. If you fuck with me, life will be easy. I can change your life, damn. She know I do it better. Ice around my neck and make me cold. I might just wear a sweater. He claim he won't smoke. I grab the pole, get hit with this Beretta. I told my little boy when I take off, he gon' be rich forever. Niggas, they be goofies. I like clowns. This shit be a parade. I been getting money, having motion, doing what niggas can't. All up in the stores, you know I'm splurging. About another chain on a different wave. You niggas can't catch me if you want to make. She asking why my gun always in my pants. Montclair my coat when I walk around with these bands. Niggas be hoes in real life, they be fans. Dump through these bands, bitch I'm the man. Fuck around and blow it back, put diamond on her hand. She make hoes upset, she got me as her man. New chains and a new watch, can't even hold on my hand. Niggas rap about spinning bucks, but ain't get back for they mans. Niggas rap about shit, I done did that. I hit your holder, first night I had a kickback. He talking crazy, that shit get your shit whacked. And with all that chit chat, you crying, get your bitch back. I keep it real with my hoes, I don't lie. Hit them once, then hit the door, tell them bye. Don't trust these bitches, they playin' both sides. Think my gun might be biased. Shoot bitches and guys out your grill. She asking why my gun always in my pants. Montclair my coat when I walk around with these bands. Niggas be hoes in real life, they be fans. Dump through these bands, bitch I'm the man. Fuck around and blow it back, put diamond on her hand. She make hoes upset, she got me as her man. No change in no watch, can't even hold on my hand. Niggas rap about spinning bucks, but ain't get back for they man.
Hey.
Get back, man.
Lil Rick, I'm the man. Cincinnati's own. Shout out, man. I mess with it, man. I like the energy. I like the vibe. I definitely like the authentic, just newness of it all. I don't like, he ain't trying to sound like nobody. Yeah, he's using some tools that everybody else is using. But I really like this young man. He got another song called BTA. Y'all should check him out. Lil Rick on YouTube. Hot fire. All right, straight to business. Welcome to the Hype Real Podcast. I am John B, a.k.a. DJ Chill. We are live. I got my main man Kyle with me. I got my main man Ray, better known as 623 AM Art Dealer Entertainment with me. Warner Brothers Podcast with me. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
What's good?
Shout out to the chat already pulling up, tuning in live from the GCWW van. My man's at work pulling up. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out my main man, man. Shout out to man. You got to clap it up for man. Just because he pulled up. Clap it up for him. Where my claps at? No claps? Okay, no claps. Okay. There we go. Woo! Technical difficulties. We live, y'all. Don't judge me. We live. I'm clapping it up for everybody who's pulling up at work. I appreciate you. Shout out to my man. My brother from another. Appreciate you, big dog. All right. Let's get to it. We go live every Thursday. Make sure y'all pull up. We got a little test at the end of the show, so make sure you study. I'm going to give you the free study guide right now. Bam, it's right there. All you got to do to pass the test is like, subscribe, and enjoy. Y'all must do 3 things when you're liking, subscribing, and enjoying. Like, subscribe, and enjoy Warner Brothers Podcast. Like, subscribe, and enjoy everything that's 623 AM Art Dealer Entertainment. And like, subscribe, and enjoy is the Hype Real Podcast. Let's see if y'all remember that at the end of the day. If you do, you pass. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yep, you already know. You already said. My dog. Salute. All right. Y'all ready to pod?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Born ready? All right. Let's get into a little bit of breaking news. Breaking news. Ray, 623 AM brought this to my attention. Drake, The summer's on. OVO should be dropping the album soon. Ray, talk to the people about what you know, what you heard.
I'm just hearing. I ain't get confirmation, but I'm hearing that Drake's supposed to drop in like the next couple days or so. We don't know how true that is, but it's coming from people that's trusted sources. So everybody been hearing about Iceman for forever. It seems like, but it seemed like it's on the way, man. This is Drake season. You know, the summer, all that, the hits, everything. So I think people were looking forward to it, man. Me included.
6:23 a.m. with the hot news. Cal, are you looking forward to this Iceman?
In general, yes. It's Drake, right? Like, he drops something, I'm gonna listen. Um, am I looking forward to it as much as I would be 4 years ago? Maybe not. Maybe not. But you know what? My mood might change if we get to Friday or Saturday and all of a sudden there's a Drake album on Spotify. My whole mood might change. And especially if I put on track one and it's some shit I want to hear, my mood definitely might change. So I'm always anticipating new music. I'm always anticipating good music. As me and Ray were talking about before we get on here, I didn't love, and if you listen to Warner Brothers podcast 2 years ago when For All the Dogs dropped, I definitely was not a fan of that album. I don't think it's aged well at all. So if we get more of that, not looking forward to it. But if we get what Drake's capable of, by all means.
Okay. So me with Drake is hit or miss. I think earlier Drake is way better than later Drake. He makes better singles now than he actually does whole albums. So I think with the J. Cole album out, Kanye out, none of them have taken over the radio waves. None of them they had their hot spurts. J. Cole is even kind of fizzled out. Doesn't mean it's not a hot album. But I think when this Drake album drops, I think it's just gonna take over everything. I think it is what it is. He's gonna have the ladies' feelings on smash, and I think he's gonna come with some bangers. It's gonna be some shots fired at his competitors, and I think that's why he's holding off a little bit on this album, so that way when he comes out, he takes over. So we'll see what happens. I'm glad to hear it because I think this version of Drake coming in swinging is going to be better than what he's given up over the past few tries at an album. I think that's fair to say, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. All right, that was our breaking news. Drake's coming soon. I look forward to it because I always love new music. Let's get into some sports.
Perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts, and then you will run a mile. Perfection.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard, man. Like, hey, shout out to Denzel. We might talk about that later. So 'tis the season for sports. We're getting back into that hot phase where everything's starting to percolate. We got baseball at its highest clip of being entertaining. We got the NBA that's going into the playoffs, about to get it popping. NFL's coming in the draft season. We're going to start off with a little baseball. I'm going to start with my main man, Ray, a baseball lover. I want to ask you, Ray, and I want to ask you, Kyle, of all time, who is your favorite pitcher, or who do you think the best pitcher is of all times? You got to pick one or the other. You either got to pick your favorite or you got to pick the best. Or they can be one and the same. That's the only time you can pick both. What do you guys think? I'm going to start with Ray. Who you got? Favorite pitcher or best pitcher ever?
I ain't gonna say best because that's extremely complicated, but favorite is somebody Kyle mentioned last week. I'll probably have to go with Pedro Martinez.
Yeesh.
And it was just he was fun to watch, man. Like, I wasn't a Red Sox fan, but that run they had when they finally got over the hump and beat the Yankees, because I hated the Yankees just cause, and the Red Sox was the team to knock them off. That's when I became a fan of him, because he was a pitcher with, a little attitude. You know what I mean? He wasn't like a boring standing on the mound pitcher. He had some personality, and it was fun. And it was fun to watch. So I would go with Pedro, man.
Pedro. Yeah, he was entertaining. He was definitely entertaining. Kyle, who you got? Favorite pitcher, or who do you think is the best pitcher ever?
Yeah, man, same answer as Ray. And I kind of gave this answer last week when we were talking about, excuse me, goddamn.
Take your time.
When
Take
we
your
were
time.
Might need a sip of water.
Right.
When we were talking about, what did we do? We did best hitter and I think best pitcher that we saw last week.
We
And
just
I
did
gave you
best.
Pedro.
We did favorite player and then we
Favorite
did
player,
best
right?
hitter the year before. I mean, the year
That's
before,
right.
the week
That's
before.
right. That's right. So, yeah, Pedro was one of my favorite players growing up, if not my favorite, flat out. And I think I said last week, like on his best day, I would take him over any other pitcher. So, Pedro is the best pitcher I've ever seen, and he's also like, for one game, if he's on his best shit, if he's got his best stuff going, I would take Pedro over just about anybody else for sure.
Respect,
Fire.
respect. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm not gonna go with I know you guys think that I just be saying stuff to say it, but this is my God honest opinion of this situation. I
I
swear,
gotta hear this.
I'm going with Randy Johnson. That's my
That's a
favorite
good one.
pitcher.
That's a great pick.
That
That's a
was
great
my
That,
second one.
that's my favorite pitcher. I love Randy Johnson. I love the attitude, and he also
Yeah.
played with my favorite player ever, in Ken Griffey Jr. Um, those two were crazy. Randy Johnson, he had attitude. He didn't care. He could throw the ball a gazillion miles an hour. It was just fun to see him.
Yup.
He like 6'6". He was intimidating on the mound. Yeah, I actually like to just see him throw the ball because it was so insane what he could accomplish on the mound. Like, and I just think he was just my favorite pitcher. Like I could have said Nolan Ryan, Babe
Yeah.
Ruth. You can reach into that bag. You can reach into some of the new guys. You can say Otani, Yamamoto, Andy Pettitte. You can talk about a lot of good guys. Roger Clemens,
Clements.
I thought he was gonna
Clemens,
come up.
Mr. Bleed the Sock, Earl Hershiser. What's the guy from Atlanta? Schultz,
Schmaltz. Greg
Schmaltz.
Maddox.
Greg Maddox. You can go Kershaw. You can go with a lot of these guys, but for me, it's Randy Johnson. I just think he's amazing what he does, how he goes about it. So it's very entertaining to see him play, and I would love to see him play in real life. But I did get to see him play on TV, which was pretty cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's get into something hot and heavy right now, and that's the NBA playoffs. It's that time. So a lot's been going on here with these playoffs. We had 4 play-in games,
Yep.
and they did not leave us unentertained. Okay, we're gonna have a couple questions. I got a couple bulletin points I want to ask. Out of all the play-in games that you've seen so far, and they've all been pretty good, what do you think? Who do you think had the most entertaining play-in game? I'm gonna start with Cal since we started with Ray last time. Who had the best play-in game that you said, wow, this is entertaining?
The most entertaining, I would have to say that first one, honestly, Heat and Hornets. That game was like, it
Yeah.
had so many twists and
Insane.
turns just in the last 2 minutes of regulation, let alone OT. So that was entertaining. It looked like LaMelo had lost in the game. Then he makes the play to win him the game. LaMelo that whole game was like, I don't even know. That was like a video game, man. I think he went 12 for 31. So he had a
Yes.
horrible shooting game. He even had a horrible time taking care of the ball, but he made the play, made the basket when it mattered. Of course, he tripped Bam up. Looked like a dirty play to me.
Was it dirty?
Honestly,
Was it dirty?
I would say so. I would say so. I'm surprised he didn't get suspended, to
He
be
got
honest
fined.
with you.
He got
He
fined.
did get fined, but I'm
got
I'm
fined.
surprised he didn't get suspended, to be honest with you. And I think if it was a
Jeez.
playoff game where it was a series, he might have got the boot for one game. To be honest with you, all 4 games have been really entertaining. I'd probably put the Warriors and Clippers from last night second. That was a
pretty good.
great ending. But I think overall, if I had to pick one out of the 4, Heat Hornets was a great game. Great game.
Ray, who do you think out of the 4 had the most entertaining game? $35,000
I-
fine, by the way, for LaMelo. 35,000.
I agree. I agree with Kyle. I know it ain't as fun when we agree on everything, but he right. That was the most entertaining game. In the play that we were speaking on. Only reason I don't think it's dirty because I think dirty to me is if you consistently do something. You know what I mean? Everybody can have like a little moment. It's more reactionary to me. Like it wasn't a good play to do that to put somebody in danger, but sometimes I think a play can happen just off instinct. If you don't got a history of it, it's hard to call it dirty. Like Draymond is somebody, or
Dirty.
Grayson Allen, that's dirty.
Dirty.
Grayson
Dirty.
Allen always tripping
Dirty as
somebody
hell.
since college, elbowing. That's dirty when you consistently do it.
Dirty.
But if you got one time mess up like a reactionary, usually people say that they apologize when they do something like that, like they like trip somebody or something because they know that that's not they what their history says. So, But other than that, I agree. I think that was the best game because it's fresh faces. We've been waiting to see Lamelo in a playoff like game like this because he got that type of talent
Yes, he
to be
does.
entertaining, but they just wasn't winning enough. So if they can, continue to build, they could be one of those new exciting teams.
Okay. So we got a couple teams left that are still doing their thing. Um, I want to know out of those games, who do you got winning? We got the Suns and we got Golden State, and you got Orlando and we got the before mentioned Hornets. Who wins?
Mhm.
Hornets or Orlando? Golden State, Suns. Who do you think wins? We're gonna start with you, Ray. We're gonna swing it backwards.
Oh, this is easy for me. I'm going with the Hornets in one game because obviously they got a little buzz going, and I think they're better built team, camaraderie, everything. I don't trust Orlando. I was saying that, you know, episodes ago. That they just don't have no identity. They one of those teams. Paulo, he's cool, but I don't know if he's a one. So I would go with the Hornets, and then I can't go against Steph Curry. You know what I mean? I feel like they got their confidence
Chef.
back yesterday, and
35
on
points.
paper, the Phoenix may be a better team or something, but I'm gonna go with the guys who did it before. Draymond locked back in. They got that chip on their shoulder, like nobody believe in them. They're gonna use that. They're gonna ride that to the end. So I'm gonna go with them, the Warriors and the Hornets.
Okay. Cal, who you got? Warriors, Orlando. I mean, Warriors, Suns, Orlando, Charlotte. Who wins? Who you got?
I've got the same picks as Ray. I mean, the Magic, we're starting in the East. The Magic are DOA. They need a new coach
Mm.
immediately. I'm pretty sure he'll be fired after the season, assuming they lose tomorrow. Um, Hornets, I mean, player for player, the teams are pretty even, but like who's hotter right now? Who's got the camaraderie right now? It's the Hornets. They should win that game. Um, I'm assuming that's in Charlotte. They might be the lower seed actually. I don't know if that's in Orlando or where that game's
I'll
at, but
double check for
Yeah, I'm
you.
not sure.
I'll double
and
check
then
for you.
as far as Golden State and Phoenix goes, that's anybody's game too. I mean, that's the I hate the playing. Like I'm a playing hater, but that's one thing I'll say is you're always gonna get like good games because they're always gonna be evenly matched teams.
It's in
So
Phoenix. Phoenix is home. Orlando is home.
okay. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a tough game for the Hornets, but they should be all right. And as far as Phoenix and Golden State go, evenly matched teams, but I think Golden State can push OKC a little more if they were to win that game and go into the first round. So I'd rather see Golden State play OKC than Phoenix. So I'm
Mhm.
rooting for Golden State. I think that's an even game, but I'm gonna roll with Golden State.
I honestly think that offensively Phoenix can keep up with Golden State. So that to me that's a
Hmm.
coin flip.
Hmm.
Draymond's not going to give you anything but defense. Um, if
Mhm.
Steph doesn't go off, then who's going to be the next contributing scorer? They had Al Horford had 14, and they had a couple other guys,
Yeah.
but I don't see them being able to just take off on a team where you got Booker, Green, and even name escaping me. Who's the bad guy?
Grayson Allen.
Dylan
Dylan
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan
Yeah.
Dylan
Brooks.
Brooks, the bad guy, Mr. Bad Guy himself. He can get you 20 if you don't pay him any attention. So I think that's
Most
a
definitely.
coin flip. I think Orlando beats Charlotte, even though I would love for Charlotte to win. I think Orlando beats Charlotte because they're coming off the high of that game. You know, they're thinking too much of themselves. I think Orlando is a more savvy team altogether. Franz Wagner didn't have a great game. I think he steps back up. They match up very well. Orlando's a little bit bigger, but I do really
Yeah,
like
they a
that
big
big
team.
man. Yeah, I like that big man on Charlotte. Debate, the diabetes, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Diabate.
What I call him diabetes. Yeah, I really like him. He gives me that Tristan Thompson type vibe where he's going to get everything that bounces off of the rim. So if he's out there giving you 10 to 12 rebounds a game, giving you second chance points, LaMelo has to show up. And I know he got 30, but it was the ugliest 30 I've ever seen in an NBA game. It was super ugly. I just really don't think that
Hmm.
it is a fair 30. It can't be that way. But if he can step up and then they can get that rookie shooting threes again, then they'll take off on Orlando because Orlando doesn't have enough firepower. But again, I think Orlando has the edge in that game. That's just my opinion. All right, so anybody got anything else to add on that? We're gonna stay playoffs, but I just want to switch gears just for a second. All right, so we're gonna talk about the best player ever to me. See, I had to throw that in there. LeBron James is going to be the head of the snake going against the all-encompassing Houston Rockets that has their full staff. It's LeBron Jr., and a bunch of guys. Let's just be honest. This is just let's be real. They think LeBron's going to be like 2016 LeBron, I guess, and carry them to the promised land. I want to put a bold prediction out there. I think the Lakers take that series. I think he goes pedal to the metal and carries them on his back. And a shout out to my main man, Bands, BG. He says he thinks that Bronny is going to step up in the way like he does in the G League, given the opportunity he's going to have big minutes. Oh, Lord, he's laughing at him.
I agree.
Oh,
He's
agree.
laughing. Kyle, why are we
Bronny?
laughing? I say the
Bronny?
Lakers
He
take the
do.
series. Why are you laughing, Kyle?
Bronny's gonna come on now. Bronny, all right.
Speak
I
on
think
it.
Bronny going. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to hear the rebuttal from Ray. Go ahead, Kyle.
Just which part am I responding
About
to? The
Bronny.
Bronny part
Bronny,
or
the Bronny card.
Bronny?
Yeah.
Bronny, I'll believe it when I see it. Bronny hasn't played any important NBA minutes in his life, and these will be the most important minutes. One thing I'll give him is like he probably won't be phased by it because of all that he's been around with LeBron. But for him to get important, let's say he's playing 20 minutes a game, for him to have real
20 minutes
importance
a
and be a
game.
real guy on the floor, I don't know. That would be a stretch for me. I'm not saying he wouldn't do well necessarily, but it would be hard for me to see him getting 20 minutes and then also maybe getting, like 8 points, a couple of rebounds, a steal. I don't know. That's a stretch to me. Uh, by the way, when you say the Lakers are going to win this series,
The
how many
Lakers are
games?
going to beat the Houston Rockets in the first round.
How many games? How many games?
It's going to go 6.
6 games? How many
Yeah.
games is Luca playing?
Listen here, man. He's not
I was
playing
asking.
any.
No, okay,
It's a
okay.
good
So
question.
this gonna be
He's not playing
LeBron.
any. So LeBron is
Okay.
going balls to the walls, but then they're going to run out of gas. He going to give him everything he got.
I think the Lakers could win this series if Luca comes back at all. If LeBron can get it to like 2-1, 2-2, 3-2,
Yeah.
then I think Luca could maybe close the deal. Even though hamstrings, I don't think hamstrings heal that quickly at all. So
At
I'd
all.
be skeptical even with Luca. If you're telling me this whole series though is basically KD
LeBron
and the
and nothing.
Rockets
Yes.
versus LeBron and
And
a bunch of guys
guys.
who can't really create their own shot at all, I got to take the Rockets there. As much as I kind of want the Lakers to win too, I'd rather see LeBron and Luca and Austin Reeves. I actually thought they had a chance at the chip the way they were playing towards the end of the year, which I didn't believe that most of the year. But these last 2-3 weeks before the injuries, I thought they were playing some insane basketball, to be honest with you. It's a shame they all got hurt. But if you're telling me it's LeBron versus KD and whatever they got, I'm taking the Rockets all day on that one.
Okay. Ray, respond. I want to hear what you had to say. You look like you had something to say about what my Bronny take in the Houston Rockets win.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm a Bronny believer, man. I feel like he's
Okay.
developing like any normal young player, but people he got the spotlight on him. People are treating him like a first round pick, but he's not. And I like what I've seen. He just makes a lot of mistakes, but they not like unfixable. He make turnovers just like anybody else. But I feel like his confidence is gonna grow, has grown. I think the last couple games, that game that where Luca and Austin Reeves were officially out, he played good with LeBron. He had a lot of turnovers, but you can see that LeBron was starting to trust him. If he yelling at you, he trusts you. So
Yeah.
I think
True.
when the playoffs come, his moment is gonna come. The moment that LeBron probably behind the scenes been preparing him for. He can talk to him at any given time, and he probably been telling him your opportunity will come. I've been in this league long enough; it's gonna come. So I want you to be ready. And Bronny looked like the type of dude who keep his head down. He know how to handle the pressure, and when that moment come and he go and hit 8 points in a row,
Yeah.
He's never gonna lose that confidence again. He's gonna get it one time. He gonna feel how it feels to hit big shots, and he's never gonna go backwards. And I think he's one of them type of players. All he needs is that one moment, and against a team like the Rockets, who nobody's is scared of, he gonna get his opportunity. The only thing I don't agree with, I agree with Kyle that they not gonna win. Like I would love to see them win because I want to see them go farther. If
Yeah.
they had Luca, and I really think the Lakers could have made it to the Western Conference Finals, but LeBron, you asking him to do too much, and I think he can do it because he's that good. He can take them to 6, maybe, but it's just too much to ask a 41-year-old and really nobody else to go beat Kevin Durant and all these young players, athletic players. So I'm rooting for the Lakers, but I don't see them beating the Rockets without, at full strength.
Fair enough. All right, I'm just gonna add one tidbit. Like I said, I think the Lakers are gonna win this series. In the G League, when Bronny gets 30 minutes plus, he's averaging 21 points a game, 5 assists, a block, 2 steals, shooting almost 79% from the free throw line, and then shooting over 55% from the 3-point line. Yes, I know it's the G League,
That's
but
G
if you can't
League.
play in the G League,
Yeah.
if you can't play in the G League, you can't play anywhere. If you can't show up and be good or above good, almost great in the G League, you never have a chance to do anything in the NBA. So I think he shows greatness in the G League. I think he can transfer. He can give you 12 to 15 a game if given opportunity. I'm not asking him to drop 20. If he gives me 12 points a game and mistake-free basketball, and you get other guys that can step up and give you and fill those voids, and I know taking Luka and AR out, that's like what? Almost 50 points a game. Let's just be real. Luka's almost 30.
About 60. I think Reeves was averaging 28 damn near.
Was he averaging
That's
28?
crazy.
He was
That's
up there.
insane.
He was up there.
28, Austin Reeves.
That's crazy. I'm going to check into that, but I believe you. But I still think for one series against the Rockets, who aren't known as defensive juggernauts, especially since they lost Dylan Brooks, Sengun, Kevin Durant, and Cast, am I really thinking they're going to shut down LeBron from getting to the rack, even at his advanced age?
Amen Thompson.
Amen Thompson might be a problem, but is he going to be guarding LeBron?
23 for Reeves, by
Maybe.
the way. I jumped the gun a little
Yeah, I was
bit
about
there.
to say 28. Damn, I don't even mean nothing no more.
It was 28 at one
They
point.
going to lose.
I know early in the year it was 28 at one point, but it's
Oh my
23.
God.
That's
I don't wanna say
23.
yes.
23
over.
still
I'm sorry.
good too, but 28 is insane.
28 is different.
28, yeah.
That's an NBA MVP type status type shit,
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely think the Lakers have a great chance to win this. I think they take it in 6. I think Bronny, if given opportunity, averages 10 to 12 points a game. And might go off on a game and give you 20. I just think that they're just because nobody's looking at them, so they're getting looked past, and nothing is dangerous than the people who ain't got nothing to lose. And you got a guy with the IQ of LeBron who can get people in their spots. You get somebody in their spot, it don't matter if they like when I used to play 2K all the time. If somebody was trash, you know what trash players like to do? Get to their spot and shoot the ball. They got one spot that they can shoot it at. If LeBron can get you there and get you a wide open shot, just knock it down. That's been his game his whole career. So why does it have to stop now? That's just my opinion. All right. Is there anything else anybody want to talk about these NBA playoffs, or we gonna let it play out and see what happens and then talk about it next week?
Do you guys want to make
Man,
picks?
it's getting interesting.
Okay.
That's a good
let's
one.
pull it back up. All right. So do you want to make picks as far as who's in the playoffs already, or because it's kind of hard to make picks off of, provisions of who's going to be there?
Yeah, we should save it once the spots is locked.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, but
Yeah,
they
'cause I'm
started
thinking
playing Saturday. That's the thing.
Because by next Wednesday, we'll be in the middle of the first round. So I didn't know
Right.
if y'all want to make championship picks or, whatever y'all want to do.
Championship pick the Cavs.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
That's my pick still.
They've got a good bracket. That's for
Mhm.
damn
First
sure.
round exit the Spurs.
Ooh. The Blazers.
Toronto
are
ain't
upset.
no easy.
No,
I think
I'm just playing. The Spurs will probably make it past the first round, but they're gonna get bumped in the second.
I think y'all might handle the Raptors in like 5. To be honest with you.
I
It ain't
think
gonna be
that
no
we have
easy
no
5. I don't
defense,
think.
so they're going to be. If
Yeah, I
we
don't,
don't score, it's going to be over. It's going to be ugly and hard, should I say? Pause. You know. Go ahead, Ray.
no, I agree. I feel like we always have problems with Toronto when we don't have LeBron. We always got problems with them. They like a you know athletic team. Ingram, all them, Scotty Barnes. That's a series you need Jared Allen and Mobley to play elite, and you just don't know what you're gonna get from them.
Fair,
You know,
fair. I got a question for you guys. If you get Orlando, who would be a better matchup for the Pistons? Orlando or the Hornets? Chat, what you think? Who would be a
that
better playoff opponent for the Pistons? Orlando or the Hornets? Now this is Cade Cunninghamless Pistons.
He back. He back.
Cade, is he really back or is he just back?
He back.
He's
He
not
playing.
back. He's back playing. He's like Tatum. Tatum's back playing, but he's not the Tatum that we're used to.
Ooh, I don't know. They both look all right. Tatum especially. Tatum's been
yeah,
hooping
Tatum is he ahead of schedule.
I
way
think
He
ahead.
got me
Orlando could give them
nervous.
a shot to knock them off.
I think I'm rooting for the Hornets for sure because we've got some great games. We got the brawl from them with the Pistons, so I definitely hope that's the 1-8 matchup. I think that could go at least 6 games if the Hornets are on their A game. Magic, like I said, Magic or DOA. So even if they were to get past the Hornets, they've got all the talent in the world to probably even beat the Pistons, but they ain't got the actual, vibes right now to beat the Pistons or the game plans or the coach or the respect for the coach. So,
Right.
you know, Magic I don't think can do anything. So I'd love to see Hornets and Pistons, and I think they'd give them 6 games.
Right. Do you think who do you think's the best matchup? Orlando or the Hornets going against the Pistons?
For the Pistons to win or just
Just
for our
your
entertainment.
just your thoughts on who would give them either the biggest challenge or who could bump them off. The Pistons, the number one seed with the great Cade Cunningham.
I would say Charlotte too. I would say
Really?
Charlotte for
No love for
yeah, because
Orlando.
Orlando was a good team, but you said which matchup like as far as entertainment value,
Yeah.
definitely Charlotte because like he said they brawl just like Detroit brawl. Miles Bridges and Isaiah Stewart probably fight again. You got the point guard matchup of LaMelo, flashy versus methodical Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Gritty versus flashy. It's a perfect matchup. Two teams that's hungry for respect in the league. That was a joke a couple years ago. So yeah, that's a perfect matchup if you're an NBA fan. Like,
Okay. I
don't
like it.
nobody want to see Orlando. They boring, man. It just is what it is.
Yep.
All right. So how about next week we come back, we make picks, even though we'll have an edge on who's up in the series. We can still
I like it.
talk deep about who's
Yeah,
doing
it's
what.
cool.
Let's make some
I
picks.
like it.
Chat's timing in. Both towers, Ja and Evan, Jared Allen and
Yeah.
Evan Mobley have to dominate at the rim against the Raptors. I
Hmm.
agree. I agree. They have to.
Fingers crossed,
The
man.
Hornets Magic are trash cans. Wow. You really think that everybody don't you think the Hornets are really trash? I just think they're
They
young.
can, yeah, they can still be entertaining.
I think they're young. I think they're young. And who's going against so you know what I'm saying? Well, I want to wait for this to fill out. Because then it'll
Yeah,
really
it's
tell me
better.
who's what. Because I want to see who goes against Boston, who goes against the Spurs, who goes against Oklahoma City. I think that'll be the what's happening. So we're going to come back next week. I want everybody to get their picks together, have them ready for Thursday, and we'll dive more into that. A little bit more NBA news before we get out of here. They had set up a limit of how many games you have to play in order to be even optional to get off-season awards. So they changed the rule, and now they didn't change the rule. They gave a what's the word I'm looking for? They gave basically a pass. The word to come to me to Cade Cunningham. Oh, extenuating circumstances. There it is. Extenuating circumstances for Cade Cunningham and Luka, and now they are both eligible for for MVP and all NBA team. Breaking news, breaking news. Do you think that's fair to everybody prior to them who ran into certain situations, whether it be injury or whatever, that did not even get the opportunity to receive votes? Because if you make all NBA, you're eligible for a bigger payday, and who wouldn't want to be MVP of the league? I'm gonna start with you, Cal. Do you think this is acceptable by our players commissioner, Adam Silver? And do you think this should have been a thing? Because if that's the case, there's guys who missed last year. I think Joel Embiid and missed like by a couple games. You know, he's always hurt, but still, he didn't get an opportunity because he missed this minimum threshold. And there's a lot of other guys who missed the minimum threshold. Do you think they should just keep it at that minimum threshold, or is it fair just because these guys are pretty much now superstars in the league that they get this pass?
You raise a great point. The fact that like the 2 years they've had this rule prior, none of this has come up. These arbitrary rulings have never come up. I know in Cade's case, he played in the actual 65th game, and then that's where he got his collapsed lung or something like that. You know what I mean? So like he missed it by minutes played. So I think Cade should have got the pass. I know Luka, what he argued was he had 2 games that he missed via custody battle, but he also missed a game due to a suspension for a 16th technical, I believe. So that one's a little tough. Me and Keenan talked about this. I initially liked this rule, the 65 game rule, because I thought it would like curb load management a little bit. But when you go down to it, and like, I'll give you an example. Bruce Brown for the Nuggets played all 82 games, but by minutes played, he's not eligible for any awards. He'd be eligible for maybe 6-man. That's probably the only award he'd be eligible for. Wemby played about 65 games and had less minutes played than Bruce Brown, I think, or less minutes played than basically any major player in the league, but he's eligible for every award. So I think there's way too much nuance with this rule. I think they got to include minutes played in this as well. I don't know. You're right. I mean, you know what I think of Adam Silver. I think he's a substitute teacher anyway. So I think for him to be able to do this for Cade and Luka, yeah, it does kind of look away for him to not do it the last 2 years and then do it this year.
Right.
I agree, though. I think Cade's got a valid case, and I think even Luka's got a bit of a valid case. But you're right. I mean, there's players last year who probably missed it by a game or two and probably could have appealed it. You know, I don't know. I see both sides of it for sure.
Right. What's your thoughts? Is this a favoritism type thing because you got 2 guys who are potentially jockeying to be the face of the league in this upcoming future? LeBron's on his way out, Steph's on his way out, KD's on his way out. These 2 could be the East and West, headliners for the next 5 to 10 years, possibly. What you think? Do you think it's a favoritism thing, or do you think this is something that he's going to have? Because once you open the door, you got to allow everybody to walk through now. What you got? What's your thoughts?
I think it's a favoritism thing for some of the reasons you said. The league is all about like positioning. They trying to figure out who the next face of the league is going to be because it's not clear cut like it used to be. LeBron, Jordan, people like that, Kobe. This is a time where they're trying to, figure out who that next player is going to be. So you leave the opportunity for them to make it clear with things like this. If one of them grab MVP, they go up that ladder. You know what I mean? So I think that was the whole point of the 65 game rule, was to give players a chance they knew wasn't going to play it long enough, like a Embiid and people like that. So, but my biggest problem is Adam Silver. It's
Really?
been him for a while. Yeah. I
Nobody
think it's
likes
a
Adam
problem
Silver.
being, it's just the moves he make. He's hurting the league. The moves he make, and this is why I think he make moves that's like band-aids. They fix the problem for a season, but he don't think long term. You can't
well said.
change rules that 10 years from now is going to affect records. You know what I mean? Just because you felt like it in a moment. When David Stern was making rules, they was rules that could last 30 years. Adam Silver is like, let me fix this real quick. LeBron mad at me. Let me fix this for a season. And then it affect all this stuff in the future because you made an impulse move that don't need to be changed. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 3-point line next year or
4-point
whatever.
line? That would
4-point
be
line.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
we
ridiculous.
he would do it in impulse and not think 10 years out. And then it's like all the records gone because people hitting 4-pointers. You
Right.
didn't think that through. It just seemed like he just do stuff to make people happy instead of make the game grow. He want to be liked. David Stern didn't care if you ain't like him. You know what I mean? That's the only problem about being like a players commissioner. So I think he's in the middle of a lot of the NBA's problems right now. Is he trying to please everybody instead of having a game plan of his own and being like either respect it or not. But this is what it's gonna be. So I think he's the core of the problem with all of this.
I've said it before. I say it again. He is a players commissioner, and the way you guys are spelling it out, I can't say I all the way agree, but I can see where you're coming from. I think a lot of what he does has done things to, you forget the good that he did. Like the play in is excellent. It really gives guys a chance to really fight for position to get into a playoff spot instead of just being dead in the water at the 9th, 10th spot and saying, well, I ain't going to make it, so screw it, and then try to do what the rest of the league does and tank. I like the play-in tournament. It gives guys a reason to really want to rally in the game. They make games more meaningful than what they should be in the regular season. Because as you guys have said on many other episodes, nobody cares about the regular season too much, especially the players. They don't care about the regular season. They just want to get to the playoffs healthy and try to make a run then. But he has had some shortcomings. I think the All-Star game in a total capacity, absolute bust.
Yeah.
I think the
let's
way
talk
he's
about
managing
that.
the tanking, absolute failure. I think this whole minimum of a 65 game is good, but at the same time, you're not really going after the people who are doing the load management and making them want to play. They're just saying they're not worried about the award anymore. They don't care. They're just worried about getting through the season and being healthy. Before it was everybody wanted to be MVP. Now it's only a select 4 or 5 who are. Wemby is the only person that I've heard over the past 5 years, and I don't even think he's been in the league that long, that says, I want to be MVP. Flat out. So I give kudos to Wemby for that, saying, I want to be considered the best player in the league. I want to be the face. I want to be that guy. I love that. But Adam Silver's made it okay not to be wanting to jock for that position. And that's why Wemby's going to get it, even though he's a foreign player. And we have this talk all the time about how foreign players can't be the face of the league. But Wemby is, for some reason, extremely likable, even more than Jokic, way more than Luka, and he's way more entertaining than Cade or Anthony Edwards. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know about that.
You don't think overall watching him play the game
More entertaining?
I think Wemby is very entertaining. I think he can wow
He
a
is,
crowd.
but
I think you know what it is, and Anthony Edwards got a lot of isms without the first word in him, so you can relate to him more. Yeah, you.
that's part of it. That is part of it. But you forget one thing.
What's
You
that?
still people always cut out the demographic of children. Anthony Edwards can connect to children. Nobody is going to want to be like Wemby. Good as he is, fans like us is going to appreciate his game, but I just don't see kids wanting to be like Wemby because it's not as relatable.
I
Because
think
he's 7'5",
he's 7'4".
man.
Yeah, it's 7'7".
7.
Right, 7'9".
Yeah, that's why Steph was so big, because it's like, man, I could be this dude. You know what I mean? Like, big man can't sell shoes. They've been saying that for 30 years. It's true, because it's like you an anomaly. You ain't I could be this if I work hard enough. It's like you can never be Wemby.
I have
And it's
somebody
hard to
with a
connect with
rebuttal
that.
for you, Ray. Say kids definitely love
What?
Wemby. He a cartoon character, says Twist.
I don't think so. You gonna see. Once he get the crown, I'm the face of the league. Watch them ratings gonna dip. He's
You
not
think
he's
so?
not that interesting.
He's
I don't know.
entertaining.
He's an
I don't
amazing
know.
talent.
Now you know
I
how
don't
I
know
say
about
about the
that.
Spurs not being all that. Wemby is amazing, bro. He's amazing. On
I didn't say he
multiple
wasn't
levels.
amazing, bro. You've seen the episodes I talked about him. I've been saying he's one of the best prospects.
But you saw his
I'm
face
talking
in the
about
league.
personality.
He's not gonna be that guy.
Yeah, man. You got to sell tickets. You got to sell ads. He's not must-see TV. Nobody is rushed to the TV to see Wemby. I'm sorry, man.
How
He's
is
not
Ray
that
the
interesting.
spokesperson for kids that like the NBA?
He
That's
just
funny.
be wanting to argue with me. Y'all notice the pattern, man? Y'all know it's the pattern, man.
I
He
do-
be
I
waiting
do-
like, oh, I agree with him. I agree with him. When it's something he don't agree with, he like, all right.
Ray got a true.
Tell him to
opposite
come on the
comment.
show, man. Come
We're
on
gonna
the
have to have
show.
you pull up. We're gonna have to
I
have
want
you
to see your
pull up.
face.
We're gonna have to have you pull up. Hey, Twist, if you can't call in, we'll put you on air right now. You can call my
Yeah,
personal.
call in.
I'll put you on air right now if you call in. I got you.
I got something to do. He busy.
He
He about to
busy
be real
now?
busy.
Oh,
I
okay.
do gotta push back
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
though.
he 3 hours behind, so he might be at work or something. Ain't no telling. If you call in, I will put you on speakerphone right now. I got you. Y'all can have this conversation because I think it'll be interesting. Until he does decide to call in, whenever that might be, we're gonna keep it rolling. Is there anything else we want to talk about NBA before we move over
I
to
had a
my
No, we
who's better segment?
I had a couple retorts for Ray, but we can save it.
You want to save it, or you want
I would just say quickly,
Oh, you
just
go
on the
ahead,
whole,
man.
go ahead?
real quick, because he mentioned Steph, and he's true. Like, part of the reason why Steph popped off so much is the relatability. But I would say, like, Steph didn't have too much of a personality before he became that dude either. You know what I mean? It took a little bit for him to really get those shimmies going and all that. Like,
Okay,
he was kind of
true.
Disney. He was kind of Disney Channel before he really got popping. So,
fair enough.
Wemby's at least got that
Good
killer.
point.
He got that killer attitude to where I think that could rub off. And I think what him and Steph have in common, where Steph, his shooting was unreal and you like had to see it to believe it.
Right.
I think Wemby's got that quality because he's so tall and can, dunk without standing or without jumping and all that. So I think they got similar qualities there. So
It's
I don't
gonna
think
be
the ratings
fun to
would
see
be-
how it unfolds. I really do think Wemby can be face of the league on multiple levels. Plus, he has the international kids. Maybe not the American-based kids, but the international kids are gonna eat it up. Pause. Steph was the baby face killer since Davidson.
It's true. It's true.
Respect. We're
I
gonna
think
have
he's
to
talking
have
about
Twist pull
personality,
up.
though. Yeah.
We're gonna have to have you pull up. We're gonna have to have this we're gonna swing back around to this conversation. All right.
Mhm.
Let's get into the next
It's
segment.
different. It's different when the lights on.
Yeah, right. The segment of I got a segment for you guys. I want you two guys in the crowd. I want the chat to pull up, and I want their opinions. I want to talk about some things. Past versus present. This segment is called Who's Better. I'm going to name some players. Player A, player B. Ray, 6:23 a.m. Art Dealer Entertainment Zone, and Cal, Warner Brothers Podcast host, are going to go back and forth on who they think is better and why. Before we do, let's get into the chat. Said Ninja, I ain't scared of no lights. I'm moving my turn. I think you got real ops, Ray.
Yeah, set it up, man.
We're gonna set that up. We're gonna have them go back and forth. It's gonna be like me and Keenan in here.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Jesus. All right. So segment past, present, who's better? I'm gonna give you two guys. You guys are not aware of the athletes that I picked. We're going NFL this time around because we didn't have any real NFL news. And I picked some guys that are known very wide, but I picked them by position, and I want to go A versus B. I didn't pick the traditional guys, the super famous guys, but they are very big athletes. I want to start with, I want to give the tight end some love. I want to say who's better. So who's better and why? I'm gonna start with. We're gonna go back and forth round robin. We'll start with Ray, and then we'll go to Cal. Then we'll start with Cal. It's 4 altogether. So from tight end position, Ray, who's better and why, in your opinion? Rob Gronkowski or Tony Gonzalez?
I say Gronk. I say Gronk is better.
Why?
And I say Gronk is better because I already hold him as either the number 1 or number 2 tight end. And it's just based off of pure dominance. I know he played with Tom Brady, but when I watch him play just off the eye test, I see somebody that's damn near a cheat code because Tom Brady never had no crazy receivers. He had a big tight end, big target. So anytime I seen him one-on-one, it was like it wasn't even fair. You know what I mean? He the way he dominated game in that position, tight end is not even that dominant of a position to me. But he made it to where like him and Travis Kelce took it to another level to me. to where it was like he damn near a receiver. He got the Super Bowls, he got the dominance. You know what I mean? Even when they thought he's washed up, he came back and won another one. So I will have to go with him. Even though I know Tony Gonzalez is elite, I just feel like he ain't dominate as much as maybe stats wise, but not as much in the eye test. So I will go with Gronk.
Okay, got a rebuttal for you out the chat. Guess who? Who was
I can only
Gonzalez's
imagine.
QB? That's why he's better, says Twist.
So he think Gonzalez is better than Gronk. Come on, man.
He said
For real.
he didn't have who was his QB? It was the Trent
Just ask him.
Trent Green.
Yeah, right.
And
Exactly.
Matt was who's Matt?
He
what's
did
his
have
name?
Trent
Matt
Green
Schaub.
for a
Not
little
Matt Schaub. He did win the
Yeah,
MVP. Matt. He's
Matt
not
Ryan.
president. Matt
Ryan,
Ryan. There we
right,
go.
right, yeah.
MVP.
He was
on
still
Matt Ryan.
then he was still playing in the
I
league.
think he played
Yeah.
with Tony.
He
'Cause
old
Tony,
as
that's when he
hell,
went to
man.
the Falcons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was
Tony
with the
Gonzalez played
Chiefs,
for
and
a
then he
long
went to the
time.
Falcons.
That's true. That's
Cal,
So
who
if
you-
he had Tom Brady, he think he would. They probably would have did
Good
pretty much
question.
the same.
Good question. So he said, he said Alex Smith was Tony Gonzalez's quarterback when he was on the Chiefs. That was probably one of them. Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah,
is
It
a lot
matters
older
where
than
you
Alex
drafted,
Smith.
man.
I think Gonzalez.
Everybody
is
know
out there
that.
by the time
I thought
Alex
it was
Smith
Trent
there.
Green.
It was Trent Green.
Yeah, it was
I thought
Trent
it was
Green,
Trent
and
Green,
he
yeah.
had Matt
Alex Smith
Ryan
was
in
there.
Atlanta.
I think Kelsey even might have got some with Alex Smith. To be
He
honest with
did.
you.
That was that first
But,
early year.
Hmm.
But who you got, Kyle? Trent Green or Rob Gronkowski? Your Patriots.
Tony
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
Tony
had the
Gonzalez,
pleasure
Rob
of
Gronkowski.
seeing probably damn near every one of Gronk's snaps. Ray hit it on the head, man. Like one-on-one, there was no guarding Gronk. So it really doesn't matter who your QB was. When you've got such a mismatch advantage, and that's only the beginning of it, that dude could block just as well as he could catch.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he was like a super athlete. Like if you get it to him 20 yards down the field, he can break for 40 more and score.
Yeah, yak.
There's not many tight ends doing that. Like this dude was just a straight up cheat code. I'd compare him to Shaq, honestly. If we're talking NBA, NFL cross
Yup.
comparisons.
Wow.
There's no guarding Gronk.
Yeah.
There's no guarding Gronk. And if you want to double team him, by all means, then Brady can throw it to whoever else on the outside. But if you want to double him, you got to pay the consequences. And if you want to single team him, you got to pay the consequences because there's no linebacker who can cover him, and there's damn sure no
Nope.
QB or safety who can cover him. So yeah, Gronk is easily the best tight end I've ever seen. With all due respect to Tony Gonzalez and all the other tight ends we got out there, because there's a lot of great ones, but Gronk definitely separated himself.
So rebuttaling to
Stiff
you,
arm the
Gronk
shit out of you,
had
too.
Brady, his best friend, the entire time. LOL.
And guess what? Guess what? Everyone, the whole time when Brady was in the league, I can say this because I'm a Patriots fan. Up until the whole breakup between Brady and Belichick and the Patriots, before that, all I heard was Brady's benefiting from the system that the Patriots provided for him. He's not as good as Peyton Manning. He's not as good as Aaron Rodgers. Now everyone breaks up, and then all of a sudden, everyone else benefited from Tom Brady. Like, which is it? Which is it?
Fair
That's
enough.
that's from all NFL fans. That's just something I heard throughout Brady's entire career. So it switched up
Okay.
once everyone
And
broke up.
I'm not even a Brady friend, but he's the GOAT just based off of that. He won with every type of team we criticize him for. Like, oh, the defense won the first 2 championships. Then it was, oh, he don't got no receivers. You know what I mean? Then he got Randy Moss. It was they cheating. Then he got Gronk.
They
it was
cheating.
like, what do y'all want, man? I won every type of way. I won as a free agent. I won it on the road. I won, you know what I mean? So it was like, that's when I was like, you just gotta give him his respect, man.
One more rebuttal before we
Yeah.
move on for both of you guys. Well, Brady went to Tampa. Gronk followed and got more stats. How they do it?
What's the problem?
Saying that without Brady, right? You see me, right? I learned that on TV the other day. I don't know what it means, but it looks kind of cool, you know. But he's saying there's no Gronk without Brady. Gronk hasn't played with anybody else, and he would not be great as Tony Gonzalez if he didn't have Brady. That's what I think he's trying to say.
I think that's the one position in football you can be a lead at even without a quarterback. That's why
He's saying Tony Gonzalez is better, even though because he just that's his opinion. I'm going off what he
Gonzalez is
said. I'm not
close.
saying it. I'm just saying what
Gonzalez
he's
is
trying to
close.
say.
Gonzalez is close. He's up there, but Gronk is just Like I said, one-on-one, you can't.
We
do
can't
much.
get stuck on
All
one
right,
one category.
we'll keep it
One.
moving. We'll
He
keep it.
probably got like
Keep tapping
10
in.
old people.
I got three. I got it. So we got four rounds. So now we're gonna switch it up. We'll get back to the chat. They're going crazy on this one. So chat, I want y'all to chime in on this one. We're gonna start. Who we started with last time? Ray. So we start with Cal this time.
Yeah.
And I think Ray's gonna like this one. So that's why I'm glad you're going second, and I picked it that way. Who is the better cornerback? Cornerback, DB,
Corner.
corner. Deion Sanders or Darrell Revis Island?
So the guys older than me would say Dion. I only saw Dion play, I think, on the Redskins and then the Ravens. So I'm not qualified to speak on Dion's career. I know everyone before me would say Dion's better than Darrell Revis. Revis is the best corner I saw. So if people want to say Dion, I have in no place to argue that. So the best one I saw was Darrell Revis, but most would say Dion's better because he could do what Revis did and take it to the yard on top of an interception. So I'll go with whoever there. But Darrell's the best one I've seen.
Ray, 6:23 a.m. I got an inkling, but this when I was making this list, when I came across this one,
That's a good one.
it made me think like I wonder what Ray's gonna say. Ray, who's a better DB, Darrell Revis or Deion Sanders?
I can't remember what episode it is, but we had something
can.
similar to this. I think we.
I can't.
So we on the same page. And I said the unpopular opinion of Darrell Reeves the best corner I ever seen, and I stand on that. You know what I mean? The best shutdown corner. Seen it with my own eyes of people really getting shut down, like
Yeah.
8 yards shut down. He's the best to me. And I know Deion is more dynamic. Deion is more star. He the first name you think of when you say cornerback. But I can't think of not one cornerback that really mastered the position like Darrell Revis. You know what I mean? He was the perfect, like he's strong enough. He wasn't like too skinny. He can like handle bigger receivers like Terrell Owens and stuff like that. He can handle the speedy dudes like Marvin Harrison. And he was going against some elite talent in the AFC in that era. So that's who I go with, man. I stand on
We
it.
got two guys standing on Darrell Revis that with their own eyes. Chat says opposite. Prime made more plays, impacted game more as a DB. Rebuttals.
So y'all both saw
Only
like,
reason,
Atlanta and
Go ahead.
Cowboys and 49ers, Dion, right?
I
Y'all
saw
saw,
some
like,
of
not
it.
Atlanta.
I didn't see
Yeah,
Atlanta.
not
I
Atlanta.
I saw San Francisco,
So like,
Dallas.
was he as shut down as Darrell Revis? Could he like just one-on-one? Like,
Nobody threw to his side.
Okay.
It was
he
a
always-
respect thing.
Yeah, and the thing is he never. I don't even know if he knew plays. He just went and guarded the best receiver out there.
That's crazy. That's talent right there. Which Revis got that too.
He going to get
That's the
Jerry
crazy
Rice.
thing about Revis.
He don't
Right,
even go to the
exactly.
huddle. He just lines up wherever the best wide receiver lines up and chases him down. That was his job.
Because like,
But
Ray
he
said,
also
that's
had the
one thing
punting
about-
and everything. But we're just talking straight DB. He was a punt
That's true.
returner, kick returner. He played wide receiver.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's the
But
one. thing
one
about
guy
Revis,
played for
Darrell's
real.
not a super athlete.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Darrell's not a super athlete like you were saying. He's like not the strongest guy, not the biggest guy.
He was a
but,
super
like,
Yeah.
athlete. He was a
He
super
was strong.
athlete. He was a
He
super
was
athlete.
strong.
He was
True.
cold.
He wasn't dynamic like Deion, but
Deion was
yeah, he was
faster.
one of the strongest corners.
Yeah, he was
Right,
a
right.
shutdown.
I'll give it to
corner. So
Darrell.
he was called Revis Island. You go over there,
That's
you're
Yeah.
not getting the ball.
Very
Yeah.
familiar with
And
Revis
another
Island.
reason I give it to him is the people he went against, like his class, Larry Fitzgerald and Marvin Harrison and T.O. and Chad Ochocinco. You got footwork, strength, speed. All these dudes got supreme talent. And he was doing it on the Jets. The Jets been sorry our whole life, but when Darrell was playing, they was always in the AFC
defense was
Championship or
cold.
close to it.
True.
Yeah, so it was like they was getting with the Ravens. So yeah, I get that to him because Deion was playing on some great teams. He played a role in that, but
That's
he was
true.
on some elite teams. Darrell Reeves teams was like,
He did have two
They
Hall
had
of
Mark
Fame
Sanchez,
quarterbacks and
man.
two Hall of Fame wide receivers on the other side of the ball. Yeah,
That is a
Steve Young,
great
Troy
point.
Aikman, Marvin Harrison. He had
Yeah.
Jerry Rice. You know, he had some guys. Yeah, Emmitt Smith.
yeah,
You know.
your offense doing their job. Your job easier.
Yes. All right, we're gonna keep it rolling. Chat chime in. Speaking of wide receivers, who's the better wide receiver? We're gonna switch it back to Cal. We're gonna switch it to Ray because we just went to Cal. Megatron, Calvin Johnson, and we're gonna keep it in the same era. Megatron, Calvin Johnson, or Randy Moss.
Oh
Oh
man.
man,
Yeah, let's
tough.
get it. Let's get sticky. Oh man, yeah, oh man is
That's
right.
tough, man.
Oh man,
That's
oh
tough.
man.
Getting sticky, sticky, sticky.
Yes, it is. Who you got, Randy
This one
Moss
I can honestly say is tough,
or
and the reason it's
Calvin
tough is because I
Megatron
think,
Johnson?
yeah, I think, I think Randy Moss the most gifted wide receiver out of everybody. But if we talking about everything,
Who's better?
I don't know what type of Randy I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be focused? Is he gonna be mad about his contract? Megatron, I know what I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? He gonna dominate. You know what I mean? But it's just hard. I just can't see myself picking against Randy Moss. Like I deal with the
Mhm.
problems, I deal with the unpredictability. You know, so I'm gonna go with Randy Moss, but it's not it's closer than you would expect. But I go with Moss just off pure skill.
Okay. So you talked all that Megatron, and then you
Yeah,
say Moss is
yeah.
the best.
Because I wanted to give him some love, but then I came to my senses. Like,
Wait a
if it really
minute.
came down to it,
Who
I'm
would you
thinking the
want?
Patriots, Randy Moss. I'm like, yeah, I don't think nobody's better than that guy.
The
Like,
Vikings
just throw
Randy
the
Moss
ball up.
was insane.
He was, but I'm like,
Patriots Randy
undefeated,
Moss was, but he did. But again,
23
is
touchdowns or
that the
something.
Tom Brady effect?
See what I mean? Yeah, I
You
don't think
know,
so. I think that's
okay.
culture, winning culture. I can finally play and do my job. That's what I think it was.
Randy
Because he
Moss
was
all
doing that
day
with
every day.
Culpepper. He was going
Yes.
crazy.
All right. I now divert this question to the Warner Brothers podcast on Calvin, Megatron Johnson, or Randy. You got Mossed.
There's no wrong answer here. I
Hmm.
default to Randy Moss too, man. Like Randy Moss, I'd take over just about any receiver other than Jerry Rice. So no wrong answer, but man, you go look up those Vikings highlights or those Patriots highlights. It's like a video game. Yo, there's even one. Y'all's definitely seen this. There's one highlight of Randy Moss where he gets the ball like 60 yards deep and then flips the joint over his shoulder like a fucking like it's a no look pass and then to
Yeah.
like Chris Carter that scored a touchdown. Like Randy Moss is just different, man. Not only that, like y'all mentioned, undefeated season with the Pats. His rookie
It
season with
was
the
not
Minnesota
undefeated.
Vikings. That was not undefeated. Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Generational talent right there.
Undefeated regular
Um,
season.
undefeated regular
Yeah.
season. Randy Moss's rookie season, 15-1. A 15-1 season that, I think they got their hearts broken in the
That's
NFC
crazy
Championship
work.
game. So I
Yeah.
mean, he's had two very elite seasons, like two of the best offensive seasons and just all around seasons of all time. Like that's not an accident that he was involved in both of those. So Randy Moss, he definitely won a lot more than Calvin Johnson. We can say that for sure.
Okay. We'll keep it moving. This is last but not least. There's no quarterbacks on this list because I'm tired of the quarterbacks get so much love. We're gonna talk about something else.
Yeah.
We're gonna go running back. But I didn't pick the traditional running backs that you think that I would pick. Everybody probably think, oh, Barry Sanders. No. Who is a better running back? Emmett Smith
Mm-hmm.
or all day Adrian Peterson?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would go with
Oh,
AD.
that's-
I'll go with Adrian Peterson, which is
Why?
like tough. I mean, I didn't really see Emmett Smith play in his prime. I was not old enough, not old enough to have seen Emmett Smith play in his prime. So I saw his like last years in Dallas. Uh, my understanding is the strength of that team was the offensive line. No disrespect to Emmett because he's probably a Hall of Famer either way. So I would say if that offensive line was the secret sauce, what would what would Adrian Peterson look like behind that
All day.
offensive line?
All day.
Much like much like Moss and much like Darrell Revis are the two best at their position that I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Adrian Peterson's probably the best back that I've seen with my two eyes. So I'll go with Adrian Peterson. No disrespect to the great Emmitt Smith.
Ray, who you got? All day Adrian Peterson or that mama, that's that man, Emmett Smith.
I agree with Kyle. Adrian Peterson is. I look at him the way I looked at Randy Moss and Darrell Reeves. Is some people just gifted. Like he's just gifted. I don't even remember nobody on his line. It just was like just give him the ball and just get out the way. Like he was that good. It was like he was like Barry Sanders. They really didn't have like notable lines like that. Like I always felt like Barry was better than Emmitt Smith, so it's hard for me to pick
Yeah,
Emmitt over AP. And Emmitt is a Hall of Famer too, not just because of his line that played a role, but I always thought
right.
Barry was better than him. So I would go with AP too, just because he didn't need that much to dominate. They never really had no crazy quarterback. They line wasn't it was cool. You know what I mean? And they was always in a tough division, and you still could. And he ain't had no gloves, man. Dude ain't had no gloves, man. That's some old Jim Brown shit.
Old
Like this
school
dude
shit, right?
just give me the ball, man. Don't need no fancy. I forgot about that. So you put the picture up. I'm like, this dude ain't even got gloves on,
No
man.
I've
gloves.
Like
never even realized that, to
he
be honest with
different.
you, until just now.
Yeah,
Let me
since
tell you
college.
how different he is. He's so different that this man was Torres like what his
Country.
ACL when that was like a death wish for like running
Yeah,
backs. Came back and
yup.
won co-MVP the next year after returning
Facts.
early.
Only was cold because it was what a quarterback or something.
It was Peyton Manning. Him and Peyton
Yeah,
Manning
of
were co.
course.
That's the only time there's ever been a co-MVP in my effing life.
Man, come
Like,
on. He
get
deserved
that
that.
man an MVP, man. He got
Hmm.
comeback player of the year and co-MVP. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, AP a dog, man. Who you got? I know you
I'm not
it's
in this
us,
talk.
but
I'm not in this talk.
look.
I recluse. I recuse myself from this conversation. I did it on purpose because yeah, I picked some hard ones on purpose because I wanted you guys to really give your honest opinions and get some feedback from the chat. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with that segment of sports. It got a little sticky out there, but let's get into some entertainment. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All
Yeah.
right. Let me find my other favorite drop.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? In this segment, we talk about everything under the sun when it comes to entertainment. We're going to get straight into it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. We're just going to give you the top 3 actors. These two are going to give you the top 3 actors. Only 3, male or female, their favorites of all time. We're going to go round robin. We're going to go 1. We're going to 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. We're going to start off with my main man, Cal. I want you to give me, in no specific order unless you have one, your top 3 actors of all time.
Yeah, this is no order. I'll start here with Robert De Niro. I don't think you can go wrong here with any Bob De Niro movies.
Mhm.
He's incredible in all of his roles. He's incredibly entertaining in all of his roles. He plays evil very well. He plays a bad guy very well. He plays a mobster very well. Yeah, man. Robert De Niro, he's a legend. What more can you say?
Fair enough. Great. Flipping over to you. No particular order unless you have one. Give me your top 3 favorite actors, starting with the first one.
I gotta go Leo, man.
Okay.
Leo DiCaprio. Put him on there, man. He probably picked some of the best movie roles. He always killed the character, always getting the character.
Yeah.
He's just elite, man. Everybody know him. You know him by, any type of movie you can think of, he got one. And he's just one of the best to me. It really ain't too much to say about him.
Hey, you know what you know. Kyle, we're going to switch back over to you. Give me number 2, no specific order unless you have one.
Hey, Leo was next on my list as well.
Okay.
He might be my all-around favorite right now. I'd say he's probably my all-around favorite. Like Ray said, man, he gets very into his roles. He's got probably a little more range than De Niro. Maybe I need to dig back into like De Niro's like earlier roles. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but to me, Leo has a little bit more range. So he's probably the most entertaining watch for me in most of his movies is Leo DiCaprio. So he was second on my list as well.
Okay. We're going to bounce back over to you. Who you got at number 2 in no specific order, but just second on the list overall? Not overall, but period. Ray.
I gotta put Denzel on there. I know that's like
Two.
the
There we
Michael
go.
Jordan
Now we
answer.
cooking with grease.
It's cliche, it's boring, but it's like he gotta be on there as Denzel, man. Like he just elite. Everything he do, man, he can make you cry.
Make you believe
Dude
it.
is he can make you believe it. Like he's Malcolm X. That's probably like the best biopic for real. Um Training Day, everybody know about that. When he tried something different and he killed that too, and he left no room for you to really say he couldn't do nothing else. He got war movies, he got heist movies, he got everything you can think of. He got it, and he got his own style within the role.
Yeah.
Some people criticize him for that, but I'm not one of them. You know what I mean? So
My man had a
yeah,
good movie
Denzel
when
got
he
to
was
be on there.
paraplegic, bone collector. When he was just a head.
Yeah, that's one of my
It
favorite
was
movies
still a
from him.
good
Like,
movie. He was just a
killed it
head.
still in the bed.
Just a head.
He got
man.
Hurricane, man. He got
Remember the Titans?
it's just too many.
Eh.
Remember the Titans, John Q.
Couple John Q made me
Like,
cry. He brought
like
the
I ain't
tears
even
to
had
me.
kids. I was
Not
I ain't even have a kid. Yeah.
My son is gonna bury me.
So it's like he got American Gangster. People be forgetting about that. He played Frank Lucas.
Pepsi.
Yeah, man.
It's a brand.
Brand name.
I think I can quote
Denzel
more
got to be on there.
of Denzel's lines than any other actor known to man. His
Facts.
lines make you they stick in your head the way he says
Yeah,
them.
yup.
You can't help it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's an awesome actor. Kyle, going back to you, who you got for number 3? Denzel.
Denzel was number 3 for me, actually. So we can keep the Denzel love affair going. One thing that all three of these actors on my list have in common is they kind of play themselves in each role, even though, like we said, they get deep into character. One thing that I love about Denzel that he has probably over most actors, I don't know, I can't say any actor, but most actors, he does monologues incredibly well. Like y'all were saying, like he's so quotable because he's got Training Day. That's the most famous one, probably, where he can just give you 2 minutes straight of him just riffing, and it's engaging, it's memorable, it's the most memorable part of the movie. He probably does that better than any major actor that I can think of.
I love it. I love it. And last but not least, Ray, 6:23 a.m. Who you got?
I gotta put Robert De Niro on there too. Like it ain't,
Nice.
it's too many people to pick from, but it's like a whole bunch of actors I feel like we left out, but
Oh yeah.
he's just elite in everything he ever did for real. You know what I mean? I'm a big Cape Fear person. Like I know everybody like the Godfather and Taxi Driver, all these other movies. But I always love him as Max Cady in Cape Fear, man. He killed that. Played the psychopath that just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Always love that movie. So I just and Goodfellas too. That's another one. But yeah, just the range and being believable every character he do, and how long he been doing it. That dude like 80 something years old, man.
Old as dirt.
You know.
He was at the first. He was at the Last Supper.
They're doing a new Meet the Fockers too, like a spin-off of Meet the Fockers that he's
See, man.
I like it. All right, I want to give you guys before we get out of here. I want to give 2 honorable mentions for guys who I feel like can move you emotionally, and these are top tier, in my opinion, A tier actors that probably won't get put up there with those guys. One of them more so than the other, but I want to say Al Pacino,
of course.
Will Smith.
Will's
I like Will
underrated.
Smith too.
Will Smith does not get enough love.
Love Will.
It's
Love
too
Will.
many.
Pursuit-
Sam
Pursuit of-
Jackson.
Yeah, but what you saying?
Oh, yeah, Pursuit of Happiness?
Happiness was a different type of movie.
Yeah,
He was,
that's his best movie for real.
I think that was one that was on the lines of any movie out here going bar for bar,
Yeah,
line for line.
for
It was
sure.
absolutely amazing. He tapped
For
into
sure.
a bag that didn't exist. He was better on like Fresh Prince and all that, but that movie right there showed his chops as an actor.
Yeah, that he can really act.
He
yeah.
can get deep, in his
Mhm.
bag. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it up. We got any last comments on our actors? Y'all got any honorable mentions? I know it's a lot. So each one of y'all, can y'all give me one honorable mention?
I want to know what your top 3 was.
We're not gonna talk about my top 3. We don't have time. We'll come back.
My honorable mention because you said male or females. And I gotta throw Angela Bassett in there. Just
I like it.
based on range, she did every type of role you can do. Man, I've been watching her since Boys in the Hood. She played Tina Turner, killed that. That's an iconic character.
I Am Legend. That's
all
a
the
good movie.
all the way to both Black Panthers. You know what I mean? She good at everything she ever did to me. Like I
Respect.
can't think of one bad movie she had.
Tina Turner.
So that's one
Love gotta
honorable
do with it.
mention. Yeah, yup.
I really thought she was anime by the end of the movie. I didn't know there was a real Tina Turner after I saw that. I thought she was literally Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Cal, your honorable mention before we get out of here.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick one. This woman's got a ton of range. I love watching this woman in anything she's in. That's Emma Stone. I think she's incredible. I think she's got a ton of range between comedy and drama. So yeah, Emma Stone.
I like it. All right, we're going to get out of here. But before we get out of here, y'all guys got to take the test. I hope you were taking notes because it is time to do what you're supposed to do in order to pass the Is the Hype Real podcast test. It's time to like, subscribe, and enjoy before we get up out of here. So before you get out of here, take your test. I know you took your notes, but I'm going to give you the cheat code even if you didn't. So we're going to make sure we hit you up on YouTube, 6:23 a.m. Make sure you go there. You like, subscribe, and enjoy. Look, I'm subscribed. I got the notification bell and everything. Like, subscribe, and enjoy. 6:23 a.m. Art Dealer Entertainment. Ray, tell them what's going on.
Yeah, I know I always promote the music page, but follow me on actor Ray Wright on Instagram too. I'm gonna be dropping some news soon. I just got casted for another role, so y'all be able to follow that. Appreciate it. Y'all be able to follow that. All the news on that on set, pictures on set, videos. So yeah, that's what I got going on right now.
I love it. Like, subscribe,
Congrats.
and enjoy. Make sure you pass the test. We're going to be looking out for that role really soon. Keep us posted, and we'll keep you posted. Next time I'll have the Instagram page ready to go. No problem. Got you, brother. And, of course, you must like, subscribe, and enjoy the Warner Brothers podcast, our cousin podcast, my arch nemesis, Keenan, my step cousin from another mother on the brother side, Kyle. He's adopted and loved by us. Most definitely. Like, he's like, I don't get. He is locked in. This guy and Ray are my guys. Like, that's our cousins.
Facts.
That's our
Hey.
cousins. Tell him about the Warner Brothers podcast. He's. I'm covering.
Listen.
Go ahead. Speak on it.
Yeah, man. Like me and Keenan did our regular season awards this past Sunday, as well as our like WBP superlatives for the 2026 NBA season. So go check that out. That's on YouTube. That's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Keenan and I are recording our playoff preview tomorrow. So that should be up either Friday night or Saturday morning. Of course, Saturday morning's kind of running into the playoffs, but it'll be listenable enough to where you're not getting lost behind with the playoff action. So you can throw it on while you're watching the game. Honestly, it'll be quick, probably in and out in an hour. Tons of NBA shit if you're into that. So yeah, man, listen, we're gonna have a ton of NBA content over the next 2 months. That's for damn sure.
Yes, sir. And make sure you like, subscribe, and enjoy Is the Hype Real Podcast. Got anything you want to talk about, hit us up on isthehyperealpodcast@gmail.com. And make sure you pull up every Thursday, 9 p.m. As the NFL season gets popping, we're going to start going back live on Sundays with our live reaction Sundays. You know, Cleveland's on. That's our Cleveland talk time. Until then, like I always say and always will say, be good or be good at it. All right? All right. Peace.